Hi, I'm Alder Allensworth.
I'm Brenda Freed. We are from Mackenzie Meets Alzheimer's.com. That's Mackenzie Meets Alzheimer's.com.
Thank you for tuning in. We want to talk about mild Alzheimer's disease today. I want to tell you a story about my mom. None of us really realized that she had Alzheimer's disease until she went to a rehab facility because she had had a back operation. In the rehab, people asked us if we had noticed anything different. My dad confessed that he had. He had been covering up for her for a while. None of us kids knew it, and it put a whole new perspective on our lives. And that's not unusual for people with Alzheimer's disease or for a spouse to kind of compensate for a while. And you really don't know anything is too different.
Right, because people don't want to admit that they might have it or that their spouse might have it. There is still a big stigma and fear about it, rightfully so. But we like to try to lessen that fear by providing you with information, tips, and activities. One of the first signs that your loved one might have Alzheimer's is if they get lost in a very familiar situation. And the other thing is forgetting names of people that they usually know the names. And now, this can happen to anyone. Anyone can get lost. Anyone can forget someone's names. But it's when it's a consistent behavior in familiar situations.
And that leads to our first great tip. It's to introduce yourself. Every time you see your loved one who has Alzheimer's or dementia, just go up and say, "Hey, it's Alder. I'm your daughter. How you doing today?" That prevents the person from standing there being so frustrated trying to figure out who you are.
Yes, and it puts them on the spot. And that's what you don't want to do. You want to right away create a situation of trust and comfort. And if they know who they're talking to, they will feel a lot more comfortable, even if they don't remember you. They will remember, they will know that you're someone they should know and that they love you and that you probably love them.
And some great activities to do with people who have Alzheimer's disease, particularly in the beginning stage when you don't see too many changes yet, are familiar activities, things that they've been doing a long time. I remember going into the kitchen and baking cookies with Mom for a tea party for the kids. I made sure she turned the stove off. I made sure she remembered to grab a hot pad to get the things out of the oven. But for the most part, she did a great job baking the cookies because she was in the mild stage.
Mm-hmm. And other mild activities include, for example, putting together puzzles. If there's a familiar game that they're used to playing, they can still do that in the mild stage of Alzheimer's. So do those things that are familiar and be loving and understanding.
And that is the key, love and understanding. And we have written a whole blog on this topic. So feel free to go to our blog page on MackenzieMeetsAlzheimers.com and read the blog, download the PDF that explains this more thoroughly, and take the opportunity to talk to your children about this disease, what they expect, and what they can do to maintain a relationship with their loved one.
And when you've finished reading the blog, please go below the blog, leave us a comment. We will always respond. And we hope that we're providing you with some information that's useful to you.
Have a great day.